Avail University. My name's Conrad Layn. I'm going to teach you the full history about Avail Car Share, what they are, who they are, and who runs the company. So stay tuned and you'll figure out why I highly love and encourage Avail, and I really believe in them. But this is why I think you should. But even if you don't agree, here's the history of Avail. Let's dive right into it. First and foremost, Avail is currently owned by the ALLSTATE multi-billion-dollar company, ALLSTATE Insurance. You can find them, they're actually publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE. You can find their stock ticker ALL for ALLSTATE. They were founded in 1931. They're originally part of the Sears company, for those that don't remember what Sears is, and they're a multi-billion-dollar company and conglomerate that really runs the insurance industry. They're based out of Northbrook, Illinois, and they're the ones that own Avail. They're Illinois based, but they're all over the states, and that's who owns Avail currently. The reason that's important to understand, if you're trying to figure out, should you trust Avail, should you go with Avail, they have a really good background and a strong financial track record in regards to investments. First and foremost, ALLSTATE owns them. ALLSTATE is a mega conglomerate of many different companies and financial services that actually control companies like, for example, National General. National General was acquired in 2020 for $4 billion, and now they own National General. First, understand that. Second, they also own an online insurance service called ESURANCE, where you get online quotes without an agent. You just go online and get an insurance quote. They own that company, ESURANCE. They also own another company called ENCOMPASS, which a lot of people are familiar with that. If you're an insurance agent who's independent, independent agents can sell ALLSTATE products through a brand called ENCOMPASS. This is going to make a lot of sense. And independent agents can also sell independent products through National General. I used to be an ALLSTATE agent. I have been an insurance license for over 1 decade. I have a strong finance background for over 1 decade. I'm a specialist in insurance mitigation and portfolio building. And this is the thing. Avail has strong financial backing, not only from ALLSTATE, that's been around since 1931. So they spent $4 billion to acquire National General. They own ESURANCE. They also are connected to Ally Bank. You say how? Because since they own National General was originally 2 different companies. One of them was named Ategan. It was an insurance company that was founded in 1920, so over 100 years ago. And the second company was actually yours truly, General Motors Insurance. General Motors was actually a division of General Motors, GM, the car manufacturer. They're another conglomerate, another multi-billion-dollar company that has a lot of financial pull and background. Absolutely phenomenal. So they have companies that are backing them upon billions. So understand, when you do your research, understand who Avail is. Avail is owned by ALLSTATE, who also owns another multi-billion-dollar company, National General, that they acquired in 2020, that was actually originally started in 1920 with a company named Ategan, and then the other company was General Motor Insurance, that was coined in a subdivision of General Motors that was used for dealers that would sell General Motor cars back in the 1920s, and they would actually finance the cars through GMAC, which is now Ally Bank. So ALLSTATE is connected with banking institutions, multiple upon billions upon billions of dollars of bank financing, strong company backgrounds, and they've been around for close to over 100 years now. That's the history of Avail, is that Avail is owned by ALLSTATE, and if you go to their website that I left in the description below, you'll see that they're protected by ALLSTATE Insurance. This is very important to understand. If you also want to do more due diligence, I left a lot of links and chapters, so you can skip forward if this is taking too long for you. I understand times of the essence, but I left all the links below. You do your own homework, do your own due diligence. I left all the proof for ALLSTATE. They're traded on a New York Stock Exchange. They're a publicly traded company. You can check their 10K, their quarterlies. You can also use some EDGAR system. It's called the EGGR system. There's the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, which is all publicly traded companies are required by law to formally report their quarterlies and their 10Ks, 8Ks, etc. And you can see all their filings. You see the companies they own. You see their assets, their profit and losses. And I'm also a retail investor myself. I invest in stocks. I invest in ALLSTATE. I invest in a lot of different traditional companies that are blue chip as well. And I've looked at a lot of their 10Ks, and also, in my personal opinion, is a strong company. And that's why I believe in Avail as a whole. That's the Avail history that really gave me strong conviction to be able to actually start adding cars on Avail. I'm building a 200 car fleet. It's taking time, but I'm loving it. I own 22 cars currently, and I'm bringing multiple cars on the Avail platform. I'm going to add cars on through through different states through Avail. They actually partner with a company called LAZ, which is another conglomerate of companies that actually own parking lot infrastructures all over the United States. And what's happening, they allow you to drop off your car at these downtown locations, and you earn income from your car even being parked. Even if it doesn't get rented, you still get paid a passive income. This is going to really benefit me because I'm building a major fleet across the United States, and that's my goal so far. So that's the history of Avail. I hope that answered a lot of different questions, and if it didn't, follow the links below. I left a lot of history for ALLSTATE. I left a lot of history about the guaranteed earnings that all Avail will pay you if you add a car to Avail. They pay $450 per month for your car just sitting there. You get free parking. They maintain the car for you. They can pay for all the maintenance, batteries, tire rotations, etc., cleaning of the vehicle, all for free to you. They also give you a free ALLSTATE insurance policy, so now you don't have to pay for insurance. So it's passive income at its finest. That's the Avail history, y'all. Hope you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, share. Follow the screen through if you want to see my screen share of me going through different companies. I'm going to do a quick run through. If I left the links below to each of the chapters, but I'm going to actually now share my screen and show the proof of all these different companies and the history of Avail and the guaranteed earnings, etc. Stay tuned. Staying tuned and follow me through. This is the Avail newsroom. I left a link below where you can actually go through the help center and newsroom and figure out what the guaranteed earnings are. But this is how much you can actually earn with Avail. So this is pretty important. You probably want to know this. So if you start with Avail and add your car, it doesn't matter if it's 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars. Per car, you actually will earn for a standard vehicle and mid-size SUV $20 per day. For a large size SUV, you earn $25 per day per the Avail article that we're going through right now. But for those that say, hey, that's not a lot of money, yes, it is, because you have to also consider the guaranteed earnings as well. So the cool thing about this, you can make more than the actual guaranteed earnings if your car is also rented. If your car is rented and you get guaranteed earnings, you're making a lot more than $450. But say if your car is not rented, then at least you get paid guaranteed earnings. I also rent cars on Turo and HireCar, which are 2 other car sharing platforms that I really love as well, but they do not pay you guaranteed earnings, which that's perfectly fine. That's actually normal. This is the only company at this time that pays guaranteed earnings, even if your car sits there and gets dusty. They will keep it clean, give you free ALLSTATE insurance, because Avail is currently owned by ALLSTATE, the insurance company. For those that don't know that, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and they'll pay $450 guaranteed. For me, I'm making $450 guaranteed, plus bonuses, plus a rental credit, etc. I'll share more about that and how to do that. But even if your car is rented, you'll earn a guaranteed earnings, plus bonuses, plus rental credits, plus your daily rate. So you make well over $450 guaranteed. And that's a lot of money in comparison to just leaving your car there and setting it and forgetting about it. And you just inherit it. Employees. Now you don't have to pay for employees. You have people washing your car, maintaining your car, getting tire rotations, paying for out of their pockets. You don't pay for this. You don't pay for new batteries. You don't pay for maintenance. They pay for it, which is pretty cool. You just set your car and forget about it. That's about it. And this is the article. I left a link below so you can actually do your own due diligence. But let's dive right into the next article. Here's the other one. And voila. As I mentioned earlier, see? Month 1 through 3, you get paid guaranteed earnings of $300. You get a monthly bonus of $50. You get quarterly bonuses and rental credit. Then month 4 to 6, look at that. Daily earnings plus the guaranteed earnings, monthly bonus, quarterly bonus, and rental credits. Month 7, this is what I'm on, 7 months. And you get this per car, per month, which is pretty cool. Daily earnings, $450 guaranteed, plus monthly bonus, plus rental credit, plus quarterly bonus. I'm making quite a bit of money on here. No arrogance of 10. You can do the same, give me better than me. It's really, really beneficial. It's a very financially strong company, and they pay me constantly. And my cars are always rented, so I'm always making well over this. But even if they don't get rented out, I'm still getting paid my guaranteed earnings, plus my quarterly bonuses, plus my monthly bonuses, and plus my rental credits. I left this article below as well. And for those who don't know, Avail is owned by ALLSTATE, which is very important to understand. I'm going to take you to the Avail actual newsroom. This is actually directly through Avail. They have a newsroom section. We can look at all their news articles. And I left this link below. They actually were interviewed by Forbes magazine. Forbes is pretty legit. And let's actually scroll down. And they interviewed the last CEO. His name is Michael Osborne. And Michael Osborne was the CEO from 2017 to 2021. And now there's a new CEO by the name of Jason Mathias, but we'll get into that. But currently, before Jason Mathias was a gentleman by the name of Michael Osborne. And Michael Osborne was he was the lead director over Uber, or pronounced Uber, the rideshare company, based the competition of Lyft. He was over that company, and eBay, which is pretty beneficial. So he definitely has a strong background. He was the one that was running Avail. He was CEO for 4 years, 2017 to 2021. And here's the article with Forbes. And here we go. That's it. Osborne. He was the Avail CEO. Mike Osborne at an airport car rentals, as it states right there. He's the CEO. He was the CEO from 2017 to 2021. And voila, what it says right there. Avail car sharing, which launched in late 2018 and expanded during the pandemic, is selling a car rental type experience without the risk typically involved in car sharing. And that's the proof that Avail was launched in 2018. But I'm going to show actually that Avail's actually started really in 2017. Like these companies, even though they launched in 2018, formally Michael Osborne started. He was the Avail CEO in 2017, as it states on the LinkedIn page that I'm going to show you. And then I'm also going to show you the actual Chicago, Illinois based paperwork that was filed with the city and state that Avail car sharing was starting their business, which was 2017, as it states on the LinkedIn. But I'm going to show that proof. This is the LinkedIn page for Mike Osborne for Avail. He was the Avail CEO. Here's the proof. Look, Avail CEO and president, 2017 and 2021, as I stated before. Head of growth marketing for Uber, or Uber, how it's pronounced. He has quite a bit of experience. eBay as well. Strategic plan for Walt Disney Company, etc. So Avail has had a strong core with really exceptional CEOs as well. The current CEO, this is the CEO from 2017, from the article I just showed you from the Forbes interview, 2017 and 2021. The current CEO is currently Jason Mathias. I'll show you his LinkedIn page as well. Jason Mathias. He's the current CEO currently. He was the chief operating officer from 2018 and 2021 for Avail, but he became the CEO, chief executive officer, October 2021 to present currently. And he's doing an exceptional job. And these are some of his, this is basically like the resume. See, VRBO, Dale as well. So yeah, another strong CEO with strong background. So I just want to give you guys a bit of a history lesson of who makes up Avail, what Avail is, and where Avail is from. But let's actually pull up their filing. Actually, when you file a corporation or LLC, you file paperwork. They're a Chicago based company, and it is the ILSOS.gov. If you want to check a company that's filed in your state, you go to the state's Secretary of State to see if they're active, which they currently are active. Look at this, Northbrook, Illinois, same city as ALLSTATE. This ALLSTATE owns Avail. But look down here, Michael Osborne. Look at that. That was the last CEO from 2017 to 2021. Active Avail car sharing. You can find this through the Secretary of State through Illinois. Again, like I said, I did a lot of research for y'all, so I want to share why I really love this company. Now, 10K. A 10K is when you're a publicly traded company, you're required to actually file with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, your 10K, your quarterlies, your profit and loss, etc. They're traded on New York Stock Exchange as states right there. This is basically ALLSTATE, and ALLSTATE owns Avail. I'm not going to go through all this. Is a lot of information. It's too much to go through this video. I want to keep it short. But again, I left the links below if you want to do your own due diligence. But they do own Avail. They do own ESURANCE. They own National General as well, the insurance company. They purchased it for $4 billion in 2020. Here it goes. As I mentioned earlier, this is National General's Wikipedia. I left this article below as well. This is all the proof. Used to be a life insurance company. Was named Tegan. There was another company named General Motors Insurance. That was a part of GM, the vehicle manufacturer, GM, you know. And look at that. GMAC is now Ally Financial, which is a bank. Let's click into that. Ally Financial. Do you recognize that? That's a bank. They're also traded on the New York Stock Exchange. That's pretty interesting, right? ALLSTATE is also traded on New York Stock Exchange. So it's pretty interesting. Founded in 1919, close to 1920, the same as National General. So these are companies that have been around for over 100 years. Very strong financial background. Allies definitely connected. ALLSTATE owns ESURANCE. Look at that. An ALLSTATE company, ESURANCE. They own ESURANCE as well, for those that didn't know that. There's proof. I left all those links below. Let me show this as well. For those that know what Encompass is, as I mentioned earlier, Encompass is another ALLSTATE owned product and insurance company for independent agents, similar to National General, through the California Department of Insurance. This is the information. Northbrook, Illinois, same as ALLSTATE, right? See it? Illinois. I left this link below as well. ALLSTATE Insurance Group, see what it says? NYSE, ALLSTATE Insurance Group. Encompass, they own this as well. So the reason why I believe in Avail, National General, as I mentioned before, an ALLSTATE company. ALLSTATE owns a lot. They have a lot of financial backing, and their company is Avail. So I believe in Avail, and this is my reason. Do your own due diligence. Left a lot of information for y'all to do your own due diligence and figure out if this is for you. But again, that's about it. Thank you for staying tuned. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram, Conrad Layn. Smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that alert button. And please leave your comments, questions below if you like this video, if you hate this video. I just want to do some due diligence and share the history of Avail and who Avail is and who runs Avail, so you can have stronger conviction like I do. Because yes, I think Avail is great, but why is Avail great? And the synthesis of this and the reason why it's great is that they have a strong financial background. They're owned by a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate insurance company that owns other conglomerates. That is a major financial strength to be reckoned with. And that's why I believe in Avail. Anyways, like, subscribe, share, and I love the passive income. But anyways, subscribe, like, and share. Carlin out.